Good morning to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. I am very happy to be here in your privileged company, and I compliment all of you for achieving successes one after another. It's only your sheer hard work that has brought you up to the stage when you will be appearing before the UPSC board for interview, which in UPSC's parlance is called personality test. I would like to begin this session with a brief introduction of myself, who I am. I am not a professor, I am not a teacher. I am a retired civil servant who wrote the IAS examinations as far back as 1970, when majority of you, or rather all of you, were not even born. So during those days the system was different, opportunities were far less, there was nobody to guide you, and everything was done by the candidate himself. I have a career of 35. I have served for 35 years in the Government of India, which includes, incidentally, a very difficult phase of 7 years as Joint Secretary Confidential in the Union Public Service Commission. I held that post for 7 years, as I said just now, and I was responsible for the secrecy aspects of pre-examination and post-examination stages. By pre-examination I mean I was the person who was responsible for setting the question papers of IAS examinations, and for post-examination I was responsible for the evaluation of answer books and maintain the credibility and integrity of the examination system of UPSC. Now I have been asked to interact with you. In fact, I want all of you to ask me as many questions as possible. Let it not be a monologue. I want you to ask me many doubts. I have a long career. I have got long hands-on experience of watching the interviews. I also served for 7 years as the secretary of a public enterprises selection board, where we used to select chairpersons and directors of public sector undertakings, including IOC, BPCL, NTPC and others like this, and that was all based on interviews. So interviews is my strength, watching the interviews and then advising people. I have been doing this job of mentoring the civil service aspirants for interview for almost 10 years. I must have seen and mentored at least 4,000 to 5,000 candidates. Many of them are in civil service already, holding very responsible positions, and I have high regards for them. I also want you to be in line for civil service. You have already been tested for your knowledge base, both in the prelims as well as in the main examination. In the prelims, it was a very difficult task. Out of some 10 lakh people, only 4 lakh people used to appear, and then you were able to qualify for the written examinations. Then the written examinations comes, it's still tougher, because you have to compete with brighter minds, only the bright minds. So the benchmark goes on increasing. And this is the final stage, which is called interview in common parlance, but in UPSC's parlance it is called the personality test. Why do we call it personality test? I will tell you within a minute. You know, interviews are conducted by private firms. It's a very small, the they go through your job profile, they go through your biodata, then ask you some technical questions. How will you do this? How will you enhance increase profit? This and that. This is the interview. They test your knowledge mostly, but they don't test your personality. The UPSC is interested in assessing your personality, whether you are a fit material for civil services or not. This is the importance, and for that I am going to speak today. Kindly note down all these points. I am against pedantic knowledge. I don't want to write anything, but whatever I speak, please imbibe it. Listen to it very, very carefully and imbibe it thoroughly, and then ask questions yourself. They will ensure that you feel comfortable. UPSC boards are very, very sensitive and generous. They are pro candidates, I must tell you, because I know the internal functioning of UPSC. They are very generous. They will meet. I know of a girl who wept in the UPSC board. She got so nervous, she started crying with tears in her eyes, out of nervousness. Must be very knowledgeable. So they gave her tea, they gave her water, and she became all right. And in such cases, when a person is extremely nervous, they make you feel comfortable in your duty by starting with pleasantries. You know, okay, Mr. X, so where are you from? You will say, sir, I am from Delhi. But in your def you have written Kanpur. How come you are telling a lie? No, sir, I came to Delhi only for preparing for the exams. But that is not your native place. Your native place seems to be Kanpur, so you are misleading us. Something of that kind. See, one thing about misleading, I must tell you very frankly, you remember it. In all cases, whether it is prelims or mains, subjective examinations or interview, one thing that UPSC hates is bluffing. Please never ever try to bluff the UPSC. My Atma is still there in UPSC, so I know. I am not admiring UPSCs, but I know the system that works there. Absolutely fair and just. So bluffing is prohibited. There have been cases where how I used to distribute the candidates, that's another exercise. You won't know. You won't know till 10:30 a.m. which board are you from. You are going to the board of Mr. X or Mrs. Y. You won't know this. Only I could know. As a joint secretary, I alone was. Even chairperson was not aware. There was a system which I had devised. So what people used to do, I am telling you so that you don't fall into the trap. Supposing you are told about your board number 7. You know the head of the board is, the chairperson of the board is Mr. Y. So what you will do is, there is a telephone there. This used to happen earlier, not now. They will telephone their parents. Sir, I am in the board of number 7, headed by Mr. So and so. Try to know something about it. There was no, we didn't have mobile and all that. There used to be one in the cashier, and they used to be a board. They used to be telephone, landline. So then the telephone used to start ringing before the chairperson. It happened many times. So somebody will telephone him, the cabinet secretary will telephone him, or some minister particularly, political class is very, very active these days. They will try to threaten that fellow, rather tell the chairperson that you know, I am so and so. So, bhai ek bacha aapke paas aa raha hai, ya one girl is appearing before you, so have some mercy. Give him or her good marks so that he or she can make to the final, in the final merit order list. Such kind of things used to take place in good old days, not now. Now we have become wiser. UPSC also is very wiser. Now they will strip you off all your digital possessions like mobile, like spy camera, like what you call recorders, all these things will be taken before you enter the interview chamber. You will be made to sit in a central hall, and somebody will verify your originals, and concurrently another person will ask you to hand over all your cameras, digital camera, spy camera, like that, and he will put it in a lifafa and then put your name and then put it in the almirah. So and even wristwatch you can't take inside. Wristwatch also can contain, devices, complicated devices, recording devices. So these things are taken off. You must remember that. Better you don't take them. Don't even watch is not. You will not be able to wear and enter the chamber. I was telling about the bluffing part. I am going to speak few more things. So this is all used to happen. The bluffing is something which there is usually a mismatch when you write your detailed application forms, which is like your Janam Kundali. It lies before the chairperson, only the chairperson, and the chairperson doesn't know the marks awarded to you or earned by you by the UPSC in the main examinations. Even chairperson won't know. Only I would have known. I would have known, because it's all in my custody. I used to open the strong. I can tell you. So even chairperson is not allowed to tell, so that he doesn't have bias against anybody. You get my point? If a person says, "Oh, this man is very brilliant. He got such brilliant marks in the mains," so that makes him a little biased. That is something which is. So all these things are kept secret, away from the interview board, and then one or two incidents, anecdotes come to my mind which are not proper. I won't be doing justice to the UPSC, so I would rather. So when you are asked to enter, there is a usher. आप जाते हैं ना सिनेमा हॉल में, there is a complete darkness. Then somebody will take you to the seat concerned. So वहाँ भी आपको ऐसा ही होगा. From the central hall, somebody will say, there will be a call bell, somebody say roll number so and so will appear on the chamber in the central hall, and then the peon, who is also an usher, he will say, madam aa jaiye, aapka turn hai, ye vote hai aapka. And for sometimes you might be asked to sit in front of the chamber in full public view sometimes, because it should not take any time for you to enter the interview chamber. So for some time it will be like this. So you have to, he will open the door, you give a polite knock twice like this. Not very, and don't say, may I come in, sir? No, all those habits you must forget. These are prevalent only in the universities and colleges. No, not in UPSC. They know that somebody is coming. So just give a polite, very polite thing. Knock on the door and then enter. Before entry there are certain things which you must take care. जैसे मैंने बताया कि मैं अभी physical aspects पे ही emphasis दे रहा हूँ, because physical, what you wear, how you converse is very important. How is your English? Are you grammatically wrong? Are you using slangs? These are the things which are being noted by the interview board. So what you should wear, your attire is very, very important. I came here wearing this suit which I hate. I didn't have a tie, I have brought the tie, I said I will not wear the tie. I hate wearing, because I never wore the tie. I came from a background where tie was prohibited. It was not available rather. So I get bored, and it is really necessary that I should wear a tie. So far as boys are concerned, they are always, I am going to repeat all this again, boys must wear suits, and supposing the interviews start in the middle or third week of January. It will be pretty cold. So wear a suit. Combination is not so good, but wear a suit, same color. Preferably, I personally prefer a blue colored suit, light blue color, not grey or anything, but blue color is very soothing with a light blue shirt and a matching tie is very important. And then belt and the shoes should be of the same color. All these things is available in the book, so I will not lay more emphasis than that. So that is your attire. And if you feel uncomfortable wearing a tie, don't wear it. If you feel uncomfortable wearing a coat, throw it off. If there is pretty hot, in those days I appeared in interviews in April, May, June, before the prelims. We used to appear. Hot summer, how could I wear? Nobody could wear. But now it's up to you. If you feel very hot wearing it, if you are not comfortable, forget about it. They will not ask you why you are not wearing a suit. But wear a tie if possible. That will make your personality better. And for the females, same thing. I personally prefer sarees. Cotton saree is very, very important. Don't wear silk saree or other kind of stuff. Cotton saree, preferably of blue color. Please keep it in your mind, all of you. Preferably blue color or off-white color, cream color. It's very good. And don't wear those sandals, high heel sandals. No, it's prohibited, because it always gives you tick, tick, tick. When you enter, the tick, tick sound is irritating. It irritates everybody. It will irritate the board also. So don't wear those. Chappals, I think, is good enough for a sandal with small heel. But see to it that it doesn't create any disturbing sound. So that is there. And then matching blouse, matching these things. No lipstick, only mild lipstick. Some people, some girls use very dark lipstick. That is prohibited. You are not going to UPSC to seduce the chairperson, or nobody will be seduced by you. So don't, if at all you want to put it very mildly. And take off all your ornaments. Some people wear, like this, chudiyan pehnti hain wo with gold and all that. That is not required. That is prohibited. That will diminish your image, diminish your personality. So no bangles, no ornaments. If a girl is married, okay, Mangal Sutra is okay. That is perfectly okay. Nobody will grudge it. But if you are wearing too many rings in your hands, studded with all kind of Navratna, that is dangerous. Very, very dangerous. When I was holding interviews for the post of chairman of a very big Navratna company, public sector company, the guy was from Bengal. Bengalis, I don't know. Anybody from Bengal, I don't know. But they are very fond of wearing, rings studded with, all kind of stones. So somebody asked him, why you are wearing so many 6 fingers and 6 rings? Why? Do this affect? How does it affect you? How a stone can affect you? You are a engineer, you have studied physics, you have studied quantum mechanics and all that. Still you are having faith in this. Why? No, sir, it helps me, it boosts up my confidence. This is a person who came for the post of chairman of a public sector undertaking. This is how. So these things are going. Every secretary is wearing something or the other. You go to every secretary, even cabinet secretary will be wearing one ring, 2 rings with different kind of stones. So don't wear it off at least for half an hour. It's my suggestion. Otherwise there will be a lot of controversy about it. They will start questioning your faith. Do you have faith in astrology? How does it work? So sir, you won't be able to answer all this. So it's better. I always advise people. There was a girl who came last year, very intelligent. She studied mostly in UK, very good pronunciations, very good diction. But she was wearing 2 rings. I said, Madam so and so, how do these stones help you? Then he said, sir, off the record, because she came for mock interview training. Finally she is in. So he said, sir, my mother is a widow and she asked me to wear this. I don't want to take them off. I said, better take them off. Don't tell your mother, take them off. Unnecessary, you are wearing 3 rings. It will create problem for you. I said, okay sir, I'll do it. And then after you are through, then you can wear them again. So आधा घंटे में कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. God will help you only if you help yourself. You know, God will not help you through these stones and all that. मैं इसलिए बता रहा हूँ आपको कि आप इन चीज़ों का ध्यान रखिए. Gaudy clothes, flashy clothes, they are not. They don't improve upon your personality. They in fact raise the expectations of the board, and when they found that you are good for nothing, you will have it. So very simple. Be very simple. When you talk to the people, you know, they will, okay, now that you have entered the interview board chamber, so, you know, some people out of sheer nervousness, supposing the candidate comes from here and the chair is here, so that guy used to come like this. I am talking about the mock interview like this, and here like this, and then she'll pull the chair, and then when I asked her that why did you take such a round? No sir, he was perplexed. He was why you could have come straight and sat here. Why did you took a round? Then finally broke down and said, sir, my astrologer told me to sit in the chair from the right, so you will do better. I said, but why do you have to take a round and then sit? So please, whatever is available is good. Which is the shortest, take that route. Don't take a longish route. And they won't ask you to sit also. It happens many times. To see your reaction, whether you are in stress, what is your reaction? You keep standing. Supposing I come from, I'm a candidate. I come from here and this is the chair. I keep standing. Then you wish them good morning to you. There is a board of 1 plus 4, 1 chairperson and 2 members here, 2 advisors members here. So you wish them. First thing is to wish the chairperson. And if out of 5 people, 3 are males, and if the chairperson is a male, wish all the males together. Good morning to you, sirs. Sirs, not sir, sirs. And then look at others also, look at others. But if there is a female, then good morning to you, madam. But if perchance the board member is a female, then you say good morning to you, ma'am, good morning to you, madam, or ma'am, whatever suits you, and all other males afterwards. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sirs. But look at everybody. That eye contact is very, very important. You get my point? Am I clear? Or so that is very important. And of course, when they ask you questions, it starts with the chairperson. He will initiate the proceedings. Supposing I was telling you about that he has not asked you to sit, what will you do? Some people keep standing there waiting for the orders. This is not an army. You are not in the army interview and all that. So that poor fellow or girl will keep standing like this. No. Wait for 5-7 seconds, that's all. If they don't ask you, assume that they are not asking you to sit purposely, to see your reaction. Then you say, sir, excuse me, sir, may I have my seat? Oh yes, by all means. Then you take the chairs. Pull the chair like this, very quietly, don't make noise, and then sit down and again come back. So that's one thing. And when you talk to the, supposing the questioner is, he will ask you so many things from the deaf. There is a separate session, I am not going to dwell much on this, already it is. So he will ask you, yes, what are the important sites? If you are from, say, Visakhapatnam, what is the new name of Visakhapatnam? What is the prominent places in Visakhapatnam? How many temples are there? So many things they will ask you. Which is the nearest river near your house? So how do you survive? Are you doing any job? No, sir. How do you sustain yourself? Sir, my father, I have to ask my father. For how long? A person came here, surprised. I'm sorry, I'm deviating, but don't mind it. As and when something comes to mind, I will share with you. Last year, a person came from the reserve category, and that was his 8th attempt. 8th attempt. So my first question to him was in the mock interview. I said, gentlemen, tell me, this is for the first time you are going for the interview. How is it that you could sustain yourself for 8 years? How did you do it? Are you working somewhere? No, sir, I am not working. I am a farmer. I am doing farming. Farming income is my thing. I have got people who till the soil and I do it. So, but okay, that is number one. But how did you keep yourself motivated all these years? That was my question to him. He couldn't answer it. Sir, I somehow managed. भाई आप एक दफ़ा फेल होता है, 2 दफ़ा फेल होता है, आदमी उसको आत्मग्लानि होती है, वो he gets tired, he gets suffocated, he gets frustrated. So he said, you did not feel a sense of failure or guilt or something? That this is the 8th time you have never been. What went wrong during the last 8 attempts? He says, I did my best, but somehow I could not. I said, did you analyze the reasons of your low percentage of marks in the written or interview? How much did you get in interview? Very poor. Naturally, he told me his marks, it was very poor. So this is the thing which one has to avoid. You will have a lot of good things while preparing for the interview. You will be joining a coaching institute also. You will have mood swings in your life. We are all human beings, we are not gods. So sometimes you will feel low, sometimes you will feel very high. Somebody will pull your leg, you say, my God, he's speaking so good English, I am not able to speak so confidently. So you will start feeling low. It happens with everybody, it happened with me, it happened with everybody. Even toppers will have it. So unless you are well read or you are employed somewhere, it will reduce the extent of nervousness. But mood swings are must. They will happen to you. So keep yourself motivated all through the life. Whether it is for interview or keep yourself motivated. आप frustration में मत आइए कभी. This is very, very important. जैसे मैंने कहा कि आप make a group of 5-6 friends, discuss with them various topics while preparing. Group study is always good. I prepared myself in a group of 3-4 people. We used to prepare together on various topics of current affairs, this thing, that thing. Somebody will know something better, so he will use to answer. But that friend should be a good friend, not a person who will ditch you at the 11th hour. He will give you a wrong answer, so don't be. So he should be a good friend, he should be a helpful friend, he should be a well-wisher. That's very important. So, and always read the newspapers aloud. आप में एक झिझक होती है when you start speaking English in your college days or university days. Very rarely you used to speak in English, very rarely. Normally your lingua franca is your language, Hindi or Punjabi or whatever. But here, if your medium of answer in interview is English, speak in English. And be a good listener. आप लोग जैसे मुझे सुन रहे हैं, be a good listener. If you want to perform well in interview, listen to the question very carefully. very carefully. Give a pause, always. Give an impression to the board that you are applying your mind. ऐसा नहीं आपने रट्टा लगा लिया और बोल दिया किसी भी हैंडबुक से या ईयर बुक से. That will not help you. Analyze yourself in the mind. Then only give an answer. Always give a pause. I always emphasized to I interviewed about 500 people and I think 270 or so came in the final list from this institute itself. And I know each one of them. So always give a pause. आपसे एक साहब ने कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछा है. ये बातें जो है आप बड़े ध्यान से सुनिए, आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेंगी. ये मैं बता सकता हूं आपको. I have prepared the benchmark for interviews for the civil service examinations. People read. I mean, I am not being proud of my achievement, but I am happy that I have been able to help people. It's a kind of service I am doing to the younger generation because you are leaders of tomorrow. तो कभी क्या होता है कि चेयरपर्सन ने कुछ पूछा है आपसे कुछ. He has asked you some question. तो कुछ लोग हैं, they are so overconfident that they start rattling out some answers. This is not the way. Look at the ground or look at the wall behind the chairperson. Give an impression that you are listening to the question very carefully. अगर आप उसको listen नहीं करेंगे, then revolve it in your mind. Don't give an answer immediately. Revolve that question in your mind कि साहब ने पूछा क्या है, इनके मंशा क्या है पूछने के पीछे. तो आप उसको बड़े ध्यान से अपने दिमाग में लगाइए. अगर आपको नहीं मालूम, just say sir I am sorry, but make an attempt of thinking, analyzing in your mind. ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं sir I am sorry I don't know. Don't say. Think about it, and if you fail, sir I am sorry I am not very sure of my answers. Okay, supposing I ask you to make a guess, sir if you permit me, I think it should be like this. This would be my opinion, but I am not sure. Very good answers. It may be wrong. It may be wrong also. Don't worry about the wrong answers or right answers. If the interview board asks you 10 questions total, if you in say 7 cases or 6 cases you say sir I am sorry I do not know. Supposing I am the chairperson, I am asking you a question. Yes young lady, so what is this XYZ, I will ask you. I am sorry sir. Okay, fair enough. Okay, don't waste their time. They will move on to the next questions. Give them time to move on to the next question, but don't keep on thinking about it for 1 minute, 2 minutes. They will say, what are you thinking about it, or are you thinking about the answers, or thinking about something else? Are you thinking about your boyfriend or girlfriend, or I don't know. So you have to be very clear about it. If you are not sure, say sir in my opinion it's like this. But pause देना बहुत ज़रूरी है. ये आप ध्यान में रखिए. आपको कई चीज़ें बताएंगे नहीं है, मॉक इंटरव्यूज में भी नहीं बताई जाती हैं. जो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है मैं आपको उसका लाभान्वित करना चाहता हूँ. मेरा एक्सपीरियंस बहुत वाइड है. 10 years I worked the chair as a secretary of a board, interviewing people for top level positions in the public sector rankings like IOC and NTPC and others, and I knew how they used to feel, how they used to feel nervous, how they used to shudder. तो वो चीज़ें आपको ध्यान में रखनी पड़ेंगी. अब क्वेश्चन आपको पूछा गया, चेयरपर्सन ने कुछ पूछा है, आपको नहीं आता, कह दीजिए. दोबारा पूछा, वो भी नहीं आता, okay, politely sir I am again very sorry sir. Third time, okay, tell me something about this, at least this you know since you come from this place or you are a student of psychology. At least I am sorry sir. आपने 3 दफे consecutively कह दिया sorry sorry sorry. Don't get nervous. I am assuring you and reassuring you, even at the cost of repetition, don't get nervous. There is no negative marking for interview if you say no. But if you answer one question intelligently, effectively, you will have it. I know of cases. I have been on the board. If you give answers effectively, effective communication is your, I am only to do that. how to improve your communication skill, oral communication. You have been tested for your written skill, writing skill, and what you call in the prelims and the mains examinations, how effectively you write. But now they want to see your oral skill. They want to see whether you have got leadership quality. They want to see whether you are the material for civil servant. If you are not a civil servant material, civil services material, then God help you. तो उसमें क्या क्या चीज़ें देखी जाएंगी? आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल देखा जाएगा, आपकी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल देखी जाएगी, आर्टिकुलेशन देखा जाएगा, आपकी ट्रांसपेरेंट अप्रोच है कि नहीं, आप अपनी गलती मानते हैं कि नहीं. सपोजिंग यू गिव एन आंसर एंड द चेयरपर्सन सेज नो, आई थिंक सॉरी मिस, यू आर नॉट लाइक दिस, इट इज द करेक्ट आंसर इज दिस. He is an examiner, he is a professor of economics or geography. Oh, I'm sorry sir, I'm thank you very much, I stand corrected sir. Thank you for enlightening me. ये कह दीजिए, आपको 4 नंबर ज्यादा ही मिलेंगे. ये याद रखिए, saying no is not a punishment. It doesn't attract any penalty or punishment. एक चीज जो मैंने अक्सर देखी है, यहां भी देखी है और सब इंटरव्यूज में देखी है. I always told them that give me a glass of water, although I am not a candidate. When you go for a, before the interview, you will have butterflies in your stomach. That's a very natural thing. Everybody will have it. They will butterflies. You know what are butterflies in your stomach? आपके पेट में कुछ अजीब सा महसूस होगा आपको. There will be nervousness. There will be dryness in your mouth, dryness on your lips. आपकी बोलती बंद हो जाएगी. तो उसके लिए मैं हमेशा अपने स्टूडेंट्स को, कैंडिडेट्स को, हजारों को बोल चुका हूं मैं अभी तक कि टेक केयर ऑफ योर हेल्थ. नाउ इज द टाइम टू टेक केयर ऑफ हेल्थ. आपने इतनी मेहनत करी है दैट यू हैव कम अप टू दिस फाइनल स्टेज ऑफ इंटरव्यू. आपने जो मेहनत करी है उस टाइम आपने अपनी केयर का ध्यान नहीं रखा. लेट अस बी फ्रैंक, you will not be able to take care of it. You will be so much absorbed that I don't want to waste time. So keep on studying. Take care of your health. Take as much milk or juice as possible. Please don't take it lightly. Take nourishment. Nourishing diet is very, very important. Take juice as much as possible. Keep yourself hydrated before the interview. Hydrated. You know hydrated? Take water, milk or juice is the best. Take it. It happened many a times. Some people have a bad throat because of whatever reason. One lady who is a district magistrate in Uttar Pradesh was my student, 2009 batch. So I said, well, how it happened? So he said, sir, I couldn't speak at all. And she was brilliant. And she topped. She topped also. And I said, क्या हो गया? He said, sir, there was dryness. I could not raise my tongue. I could not read. How it happened? Sir, I took lozenges because my throat was not well. आप स्टेप्सिल की गोलियां खाते हैं ना कभी कभी, आपका जब हो जाता है. प्लीज डोंट टेक सच. आपका अक्सर गला खराब होगा, आपका थ्रोट बैड थ्रोट हो जाएगा, वो मत लीजिए. Avoid cold water, avoid these things. Lukewarm water is always better. तो उसका जो था, there was so much of dryness in her mouth. But then she took water in the interview board. She asked for water and they said okay. Then she became all right and she topped. मैं नाम किसी के लिए, क्योंकि बहुत सारे नाम लूंगा तो बहुत सारी बातें भी उठेंगी, कंट्रोवर्सीज भी उठेगी, जिनको मैं अभी तक भुगत रहा हूँ. आई हैव बीन गोइंग टू दी कोर्ट. I left UPSC in 1996 and I went to Department of Personnel as Joint Secretary. From there I moved on to the board as Secretary. So बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो है मैंने अभी उस समय कंप्लेन करी थी CBI में, उसमें करी थी. I am still facing that. In the sense I am the complainant on behalf of, I represented UPSC. About a year back I had to face the High Court of Delhi in some case. I have faced Supreme Court also, but Soli Sarabji was our counsel. So it's a, you can imagine. तो मैं नाम किसी के नहीं चाहूँगा, अगर आप नाम लेंगे तो आपको बहुत ताज्जुब होगा, बहुत ज्यादा ताज्जुब होगा. देयर आर सम सीक्रेट्स व्हिच आई हैव टू कीप विद इन माई सेल्फ. I was called for a session like this, seminar like this outside Delhi, and I shared something, but within limits. I said, I will not tell you the name. And the guy is the principal secretary of a very prominent state of our country. He's the principal secretary. तो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो मेरे साथ हैं यूपीएससी में. कई चीजें हैं, सब्जेक्टिविटी इज ऑल्सो देयर. अब आप पूछेंगे कि जो यूपीएससी का बोर्ड है वो सब्जेक्टिव कैसे हो जाता है. सपोजिंग ladies are normally perceived to be very hard in giving marks. This is what only one lady who has entered, who is a member of UPSC. She worked with me, in fact. She was director in Department of Personnel. I was joint secretary at the time. Very nice lady, from South. Very mild mannered, very sweet to talk to. But marking was very liberal. I know of the goings on in the UPSC, क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा, मुझे पता लगता रहता है. Although they don't call me because I am associated with an institute like this, so I am not being called personally, but then I get to know. तो आपके जहन में एक सवाल उठ रहा होगा कि इसमें 7 बोर्ड हैं, एक का चेयरपर्सन आप हैं, एक का आप है चेयरपर्सन, एक ही आप लेडी मेंबर हैं. तो आपका ओपिनियन है, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आई एम द कैंडिडेट, यू आर गिविंग मी मार्क्स, बट इफ आई अपीयर बिफोर दिस बोर्ड, यू विल गिव मी वेरी हाई मार्क्स, यू विल गिव मी वेरी लो मार्क्स. हाउ टू मेंटेन द यूनिफॉर्मिटी. आपको कभी ऐसा महसूस हुआ है कि यूपीएससी में रिटन एग्जाम्स में या उसमें कैसे मेंटेन की जाती है? नहीं पता आपको, आपने सोचा भी नहीं होगा. इसको कैसे रैशनलाइज करते हैं ये आपको याद रखना चाहिए कि सम बोर्ड्स आर टफ, सम बोर्ड्स आर लिबरल. याद रखिए आप. एंड डोंट मेक ए सेल्फ असेसमेंट ऑफ योर सेल्फ. The lady I was referring to is a very soft-spoken, very nice lady, and I used to tell her, "थोड़ा तुम strong बनो. Why are you so soft and all that?" And she gave very good marks to some person who was my student here. तो उसके लिए भी एक मैकेनिज्म है जो मेरे टाइम पे शुरू किया गया था. 1993 में मैंने शुरू किया था कि ये वाला बोर्ड जो है आपका इतना टफ क्यों है. अगर किसी बोर्ड के बारे में आपको ये आदमी आपको भूरेलाल बस one person, you have heard of Bhurelal? You have never heard about him? He was member of the UPC. No, he is NGT का chairperson वगैरह कुछ है वो, National Green Tribunal का Bhurelal. He is a good friend of mine, much elder to me, from the army. So he was considered to be a very tough person because he was an ex-army person. There used to be one Mrs. Bodia when I was joint secretary. Very tough person, Mrs. Bodia. Remember her name? Very tough person. मतलब वो आपको इतने ही नंबर देने हैं, मैक्सिमम मार्क्स 12 में से आपको इतने इससे ज्यादा किसी को नहीं देंगे. ऑन द सेम है, ऑन द कंट्री अनदर बोर्ड इज गिविंग हाई मार्क्स. तो ये चीजें होती हैं और इसका तरीका कोई नहीं है. इसका तरीका ये है कि एक दूसरे से एक्सचेंज ऑफ व्यूज करिए कि भाई व्हाई आर यू बीइंग सो टफ टू द कैंडिडेट्स. तो लोग डरते थे कि किसी का बोर्ड अगर ये हो गया तो ही इज गॉन, ही सेज मेरी तो किस्मत खराब हो गई. सो सच थिंग्स आर देयर. ये मॉडरेशन जो है ना बहुत मुश्किल चीज है, लेकिन ये है. सब्जेक्टिविटी इज स्टिल reigning supreme in UPSC examinations, both in the written as well as it's there. I am confessing it off the record. But how to rationalize it, that is for the UPSC to carry out some kind of exercises. मैंने आपके पास नरिशमेंट के बारे में बोला. आप जिस दिन जाती हैं इंटरव्यू के लिए तो यू मस्ट रीड द न्यूज़पेपर. बहुत से लोग पढ़ते नहीं हैं, 3 दिन पहले से ही पढ़ना छोड़ देते हैं. दे आर सो नर्वस एंड ऑल दैट, दे गो इनटू बुक्स एंड ऑल दैट. सो प्लीज कीप रीडिंग, रीड द लेटेस्ट न्यूज़पेपर. उसका जो एडिटर है, एडिटर इन चीफ है, उसका नाम जरूर देख लीजिए आप जरूर. व्हाट इज द हेडलाइन ऑफ टुडेज न्यूज़पेपर्स? जो आपको अच्छी लगे वो बता दीजिए ये है, उसके बारे में हो सकता है डिस्कस करें. वो किसी को मालूम नहीं है कि आप कितने साल से पढ़ रहे हैं आप हिंदू, उसका एडिटर कौन है नहीं मालूम. तो ये चीजें जो हैं दे लीव ए वेरी रॉन्ग इंप्रेशन. अच्छा, वन थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू, सम ऑफ यू नो getting employment in call centers, is very easy these days. Most of, आप नहीं लेकिन बहुत से लोग जो हैं who are unemployed, they join the call centers. तो उनको सिखाया जाता है कि how to speak in American English and how to speak British English. आपको मालूम है कि नहीं? Because some companies are there who interact only with the British companies. So हमारे यहाँ की जो गर्ल्स और बॉयज हैं, दे शुड हैव ए ब्रिटिश एक्सेंट ऑफ इंग्लिश. सिमिलरली अमेरिकन्स की अलग है. इफ यू एवर वर्कड इन ए कॉल सेंटर और इफ यू हैव वर्कड इन ए कंपनी, प्राइवेट कंपनी, अमेरिकन कंपनी और ब्रिटिश कंपनी, तो दैट एक्सेंट इज बाउंड टू रिफ्लेक्ट ड्यूरिंग योर इंटरव्यू. उसको अवॉइड करिए आप, अमेरिकन खास तौर से, बिकॉज अमेरिकन इंग्लिश I can't understand, even you can't understand. They speak so fast and everything is mixed up. उसको आप, you speak Indian English and speak slow. Always speak very slow. Fast कभी मत बोलिए, उसमें सब jumbled up हो जाएगा. You will get confused. The board will get more confused. तो कभी आप fast मत करिए, सोच के बोलिए, कम बोलिए. Verbosity is the enemy, is your enemy. When you give an answer to a question, be very crisp, brief, and to the point, relevant. Don't give a longish answer. Longish answers तो आपने दे दिए हैं अपने written exams में, 200 words. Here you are not supposed to give 200 words answers. Very crisp answers. And don't use slangs. आप अपने कॉलेज डेज में स्लैंग्स बहुत यूज करते हैं, ऑक्सीमोरॉन्स यूज करते हैं, नॉन वर्ड्स यूज करते हैं. ओह ये या लाइक, प्लीज अवॉइड दिस. ट्राई टू लीव दिस हैबिट्स. डोंट से या. एंड व्हेन द chairman says, some people, in order to please him, yes sir, you are absolutely right sir, yes sir, like this they will say. The candidate says like this to the chairperson. So candidate becomes the chairperson, he is assessing the chairperson. Yes sir, you are right, absolutely sir, absolutely sir, please don't say all this. ये चीजें बहुत जरूरी हैं, चाहे आप करंट अफेयर्स के ऊपर बात कर रही हैं या किसके ऊपर बात कर रही हैं. डोंट लैंड अप इनटू कंट्रोवर्सीज. अगर आपको कोई चीज, don't talk about religion. They will not ask you about religion. They might ask you about Ram Janam Bhoomi and all that. What is the solution? They will certainly ask you about triple talaq, halala and all that. If you are a Muslim, they will ask you something old. Terrorism is very, Indo-Pak relations, how to improve, what is the latest about. If you are interested in foreign service, they will ask you about, so what is the security scenario around country, around India. इस तरह के क्वेश्चन आपको रेडी होने चाहिए आंसर के लिए. और कुछ बच्चे होते हैं वो इंग्लिश बहुत अच्छी बोलते हैं और बम्बास्टिक वर्ड्स यूज करते हैं. बम्बास्टिक वर्ड्स, वेरी हाई साउंडिंग वर्ड्स. प्लीज अवॉइड दैट. I have been speaking to you in simple English. आपको समझ में आ रही है. मेरे ख्याल में मैं फास्ट भी नहीं हूँ, बहुत स्लो हूँ. नॉर्मली आई एम फास्ट बट आई एम वेरी स्लो, बिकॉज मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि जितना ब्रीफ हो उतना अच्छा है. आपको ब्रीविटी होना चाहिए एंड डोंट मेक इट लॉन्ग. आंसर शुड बी शॉर्ट, ब्रीफ, टू द पॉइंट. इट माइट हैपन, आपने एक क्वेश्चन का आंसर दिया है तो द अदर मेंबर का जब टर्न आता है तो ही विल टेक ए क्यू फ्रॉम दैट. ही सेड यू विल जस्ट नाउ रिप्लाई इट लाइक दिस to Mr. So and so. Supposing it has been like this, वो आपको उसमें से भी क्वेश्चंस निकाल लेगा. आपने कुछ बहुत ज्यादा बोल दिया तो उसमें से क्वेश्चन निकालेगा, पूछेगा. You should be ready for that. When you answer a question to one particular person, keep on looking at others. Don't look at the questioner alone. Keep on roving your eyes like this. Yes sir, like this. जैसे मैं आप सबको देख रहा हूँ. So keep roving your eyes. But 70% attention should be fixed on the main questioner. आप 30% जो है वो टाइम दूसरों को भी दीजिए. Otherwise they will feel left out. They will feel ignored. They will be irritated with ये तो इसको तो तमीज़ ही नहीं है बच्चे को कि हमको तो देख ही नहीं रहा है, हमारी परवाह नहीं कर रहा है. So you have to keep on looking like this. कभी कभी क्या होता है कि सपोज देयर इज ए लेडी मेंबर और लेडी चेयरपर्सन, तो वो कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछती है तो मैन एज यूजुअल अंडर फोर्स ऑफ हैबिट दे विल स्टार्ट स्टेयरिंग एट हर, वो उसको ही देखते रहेंगे. ऐसा कभी मत करिए आप. आई एम टेलिंग यू आउट ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस. आई एम टेलिंग यू ऑल दिस आउट ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस. डोंट स्टेयर एट एनीवन. डोंट स्टेयर. आपका आई कॉन्टेक्ट होना चाहिए बट डोंट स्टेयर एट वन पर्सन ओनली. कीप ऑन रोविंग एंड आई टू आई कॉन्टेक्ट होना चाहिए. आप इधर उधर मत देखिए. सम पीपल से दे आस्क क्वेश्चंस, सो दे विल स्टार्ट लुकिंग एट द फ्लोर, एट द सीलिंग. दे विल हिट द सीलिंग्स. भाई ऊपर क्यों देख रहे हो आप? वो तो कोई अच्छी बात नहीं है ना. दैट मीन्स यू आर कंफ्यूज्ड. ऊपर क्या मिलेगा? ऊपर आंसर लिखा हुआ है क्या? So these things are very आपकी नॉलेज जो है वो सब आपको टेस्ट हो गई है रिटन मेंस में. और तो वो जो आपका सब्जेक्ट क्वेश्चंस आपके जो ऑप्शनल हैं उनके बारे में इतना ज़्यादा नहीं पूछेंगे. सम पीपल रीहैश, they start relearning the whole thing. अगर फिजिक्स का है तो he'll start reading the entire book. Don't do that. It will take away most of your time. Your board is interested only in current affairs. जो आजकल के burning topics हैं. आपका गेटअप कैसा है? आप बोलते कैसे हैं? इफेक्टिवली कैसे बोलते हैं? How do you say no to a question? How polite you are? आप में ह्यूमिलिटी है कि नहीं? They hate arrogance. Don't be arrogant and don't try to frighten any member with your, if I may call it, intellectual terrorism. मैं बहुत पढ़ा लिखा आदमी हूँ, मैं ये वर्ड इस्तेमाल करूँगा. No intellectual terrorism. You are be a very simple person. Remain a simple person. Natural, be your natural self. That's very important. Don't have artificial smile on your face. Be very natural. Smile. It has happened last year. The entire board started laughing on some, not on there, but on something else. The candidate was perplexed कि मैं हंसूं कि ना हंसूं. I don't know how to laugh and whether I should smile. So he only gave a small, very mild smile like this. That's enough. आपने ठाका मार के हंसना नहीं है, ठीक है? और आप अगर अपना सब्जेक्ट आपका जो भी है, फिजिक्स है, केमिस्ट्री है, जो भी है, वो आप पूरी किताब पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. दे विल आस्क यू सम ट्रिकी क्वेश्चंस. आई एम एन MSc इन केमिस्ट्री एंड आई have read so many complicated things of quantum mechanics and all that, but today I am not able to recall anything. तो अगर वो आपसे कुछ पूछते हैं, अगर आपको नहीं मालूम तो आई एम सॉरी सर, आई एम नॉट एबल टू रिकॉल इट. बट यू आर एन MSc और ए PhD. अगर आप PhD हैं, बहुत से लोग PhD के लिए भी आते हैं, बहुत से लोग यहाँ MPhil वाले भी आते हैं JNU के, तो उनसे वो MPhil के पूछते हैं आपका थीसिस किस सब्जेक्ट पे है, क्या है, तो वो आप जवाब उसी तरह दीजिए. ओके लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर बीइंग हियर, फॉर bearing with me for such a long time. My objective is only to facilitate your entry into civil service. But I wish you all the very best in life. May you all be the civil servants of tomorrow. अभी आपको बहुत सी चीजें पार करनी हैं. I have been a victim of political classes. अभी आपको बहुत सारी चीजें पार करनी है. अभी आपको योगी जी के भी दर्शन करने हैं. किस तरह से वो किस तरह की भाषा का वो उपयोग करते हैं वो भी आपको सुनना है. पॉलिटिशियंस से आपका वास्ता बहुत पड़ेगा, SDM और वॉट एवर, और अगर आप प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी हैं आपका बहुत फायदा पड़ेगा. दे विल नेवर गिव यू एनी ऑर्डर्स इन राइटिंग, माइंड यू. दे विल ऑल, आई गिव लेक्चर्स टू people who have been into civil service. So I tell them my experience कि क्या आपको करना है, how to. There is no school which can teach you how to manage the political class. बाउंड्री मैनेजमेंट कैसे करना है, तो आजकल वो ही चलता है कि नॉलेज किसी काम के नहीं है. आपकी नॉलेज अगर संस्कृत की, फिजिक्स की, मैथमेटिक्स की, सब यही रह जाती है. एज ए सिविल सर्वेंट यू हैव टू सक्सीड. उसके लिए आपको कमिटमेंट टू द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, कमिटमेंट टू पब्लिक सर्विस, दैट इज मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट. आप जितना कर सकते हैं एंड ट्राई लर्न टू से नो. अगर आपका पॉलिटिशियंस है, कोई मिनिस्टर है, आपको कहता है कि ये काम करना है, ये टेंडर है, ये थर्ड लोएस्ट है, आपको देना है, यू आर द डीएम. इफ यू आर नॉट कन्विंस्ड, से नो. प्लीज लर्न टू से नो. इट एनहांसेस योर इमेज. When you come to the mock interviews, I give you so many examples and how to react to it, how to respond without annoying. Otherwise, you know, there have been so many cases. खेम का केस, और so many, चतुर्वेदी है फॉरेस्ट सर्विस का, उसको भी बेचारों को. तो ये चीज़ें जो हैं ऑक्यूपेशनल हैजर्ड्स हैं. बट अपने आप को डिफेंड करना जो है, अपने कैरियर को डिफेंड करना बहुत बड़ी चीज़ है. इट्स नॉट ए easy task. It's a very difficult task. In fact, most of the time will be spent on defending yourself rather than doing public service. But that's one learns by experience how to manage the politicians, how to manage your bosses. But your own ethics कहती है कि आपकी अपनी अंतरात्मा जो है वो ही आपको अल्टीमेटली आपको काम में आएगी. आपकी अंतरात्मा. Nobody will help you. Your bosses will not help you. They will quietly wash their hands off. Politicians will hit you. So आपको अपनी इज्जत जो है अपने हाथ में रखनी है. Your esteem, self-esteem, you have to make it and defend your honor. कोई भी कुछ करेगा, कोई कुछ नहीं कर सकता. ऐसा है, इतने जल्दी निकालना ठीक. They suspend easily everybody, which is not a punishment. Suspension is not a punishment. Mr. Yogi is adept in, you know, suspending people for the heck of it. It's not. Don't worry about it. There was one lady, Nagpal. Look at her. Look at her. Nagpal, UP cadre. How badly she was harassed and bruised and all that. Transferred along with her husband. So, आपको managing the political class is also a part which will be taught in Lavasana. After you are through, you will be taught all these things to some extent in Lavasana. लेकिन जो experience आपको खुद होगा, hands-on experience, that alone will help you, and your own spiritual strength will help you. Okay? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I wish you all the very best in life. Thank you.